You wake up another ordinary morning. Fresh bread fills the air. Merchants are already shouting in the streets. A donkey pulls a heavy wooden cart past your house. Children laugh as they race through the narrow alley. Everything feels normal. Then, in a small earthquake, your bed shakes. A clay cup crashes onto the floor. Dust falls from the ceiling. Your wooden door rattles. The shaking lasts only a few seconds. Then, silence. You wait. Nothing else happens. Outside, nobody runs. Nobody screams. Nobody even looks afraid. An old woman smiles. Just another earthquake. People laugh. The market opens. Bakers slide fresh loaves from blazing ovens. Blacksmiths return to their anvils. Street vendors argue over prices. Life continues. You step outside. The morning sun warms the stone streets. Water flows from public fountains. The smell of olives, wine, bread, and fresh herbs fills the air. Neighbors greet one another with smiles. To everyone around you, today is just another day. But something catches your eye. A flock of birds suddenly bursts into the sky. Not toward the mountain, away from it. You stop walking. You watch them disappear into the distance. Then you hear barking. Not one dog, several. They won't stop. A nearby horse suddenly refuses to move. Its owner pulls harder on the reins. The horse fights back. People laugh. Animals are strange. No one thinks much of it. You look toward the mountain. Mount Vesuvius stands quietly beneath a bright blue sky. Peaceful, silent, almost beautiful. Nothing about it looks dangerous. You look away. You have work to do. Friends to meet, food to buy, plans for tomorrow. You don't know it yet, but tomorrow will never come. Because in exactly 24 hours, Pompeii will become one of history's most famous tragedies. And every ordinary moment you're living now will become history. Hours pass, the city grows even busier. Merchants fill the streets, children continue playing. Travelers arrive through the city gates. For most people, the morning earthquake is already forgotten. You walk through the crowded marketplace. A baker offers warm bread. A fruit seller calls you over. Everything feels exactly as it did yesterday. Then the ground trembles again. This time, no cups fall, no walls crack. Just a gentle vibration beneath your feet. People barely react. One man jokes, Neptune must be angry again. Everyone laughs, life moves on. You glance toward Mount Vesuvius for a brief moment. You think you see a thin line of smoke above the summit. You blink, it's gone. Maybe it was a cloud. Maybe your imagination. You continue walking. As the afternoon passes, the city begins to feel different. The fountains don't flow as strongly as they did this morning. Some wells produce less water. Most people never notice. Those who do simply shrug. No one connects the signs because how could they? No one alive has ever witnessed a mountain like this erupt. To them, Vesuvius is just another mountain. Children play in its shadow. Farmers grow grapes on its slopes. Families have lived beside it for generations. Why would today be any different? Then, a flock of birds suddenly burst from the trees. Hundreds of them. They don't circle. They don't return. They disappear toward the sea. A nearby dog pulls violently against its leash. Another refuses to enter its owner's house. Even the horses seem restless. You feel it too, not fear. Just something you can't explain. As evening approaches, you look at the mountain one last time. This time, there is no mistaking it. A dark column is beginning to rise above the peak. Slowly, silently, too far away to hear, too strange to ignore. People stop in the street. Some stare, some point. Others simply continue walking home. After all, tomorrow is another day, or so everyone believes. The sun begins to set, but the sky doesn't look the same. The dark cloud above Mount Vesuvius keeps growing. Higher, wider, darker people gather in the streets. Some point toward the mountain. Others insist there's nothing to worry about. It's only smoke. It will pass. You want to believe them. Then something lands on your shoulder. A tiny gray stone warm to the touch. Another falls, then another. Soon, small white stones begin falling across the city. At first, children laugh. Some even collect them. Shopkeepers brush them from their stalls. No one panics, not yet. Minutes pass, the stones become larger. The streets slowly turn white. Roofs begin to creak under the growing weight. The air fills with dust, breathing becomes harder. People cover their mouths with pieces of cloth. For the first time today, you see fear. A woman grabs her children. A merchant abandons his shop. A soldier shouts for people to leave the streets. The city that laughed this morning has fallen silent. You look toward the mountain again. The cloud now stretches high into the sky like a giant pine tree. Ash blocks the sunlight. Afternoon begins to look like evening. Then darkness, not the darkness of night, the darkness of a sky filled with ash. Oil lamps appear in windows. People carry torches through the streets. Neighbors call each other's names. Families search for one another. No one knows where to go. Some run toward the city gates. Others rush back inside their homes. Many believe thick walls will keep them safe. Others pray, others freeze. You have only seconds to decide. Do you stay or do you run? Neither choice feels safe, and history tells us. Many people made the wrong one without ever realizing it. The ash keeps falling. Every hour, it grows deeper. Your footprints disappear behind you. The streets become harder to cross. Broken roof tiles crash onto the road. People no longer walk, they run. You join the crowd. Someone is carrying an elderly man. A mother holds two frightened children close to her chest. A merchant drags a small cart filled with everything he owns. Others leave with nothing. There isn't time. The air grows thicker. Every breath burns your throat. You cover your mouth with your tunic. It helps, but only a little. You look back one last time. The city you woke up in this morning is disappearing beneath a blanket of ash. Then a sound you've never heard before. A deep, roaring thunder, not from the sky. From the mountain, people stop. Some turn to look, others keep running. No one truly understands what's happening. Then history catches up with you. A superheated cloud of volcanic gas, ash, and rock races down the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. Faster than a horse can gallop. Hotter than any fire you've ever known. It doesn't crawl through the streets. It rushes across the landscape with terrifying speed. For many people, there is no escape. Not because they were weak, not because they made foolish choices, but because they had never seen anything like this before. The city falls silent, not forever in a single instant, but over the terrible hours of one unforgettable disaster. Time passes, days, months, years. Then centuries. Pompeii disappears beneath layers of volcanic ash. The world slowly forgets it, until nearly 1700 years later, workers digging underground uncover ancient walls. Then streets, then homes, then entire neighborhoods. It is as if time itself had stopped. Archaeologists discover loaves of bread still inside ovens, colorful wall paintings, children's toys, shop signs, graffiti scratched into stone. Everyday objects left exactly where people last touched them. Pompeii didn't just preserve a disaster, it preserved ordinary life. Today, because of those discoveries, we know how Romans cooked, what they ate, how they decorated their homes, what jokes they wrote on walls, how they lived, and how on one ordinary morning, everything changed. History remembers the eruption, but archaeology remembers the people, the baker, the merchant, the child playing in the street, the family sharing breakfast, people just like you. The next time someone says Pompeii was just another ancient city, remember this. It wasn't history to the people who lived there. It was home, and on their last ordinary morning, they had no idea they were living through the final chapter of their lives. If you enjoyed experiencing history through the eyes of ordinary people, subscribe to Pastborne, because the next time you wake up, history will be waiting.